Hi, we're going to do today Cyber2 Lab 2. Let's schedule that lab right now. Just do it right here. Let's click it to the closest to the red so we can have it right now. Just enter our lab. So we're going to load up this lab, and then we're going to look to our left of our screen once it's loaded up. We're going to see 4 different options. Let's give it some time. Awesome. So as I said, 4 different options right here. First is do content. This is going to be the place where you're going to find all your instructions and the questions that you need to answer right here. The best option for you is to either print it out or load it up on a different device. Now let's start with the actual lab. Let's go on to Ubuntu. And we're going to log in as admin user and use a password. So let me just put that up so you can see that right here. Now we're going to go to Google Chrome. And we're going to type in WhoIs. So once you get to this website, you're going to see a search bar in the middle. The first thing we're going to search up here is aglaw.us. And this is the first domain name that we are going to search up. When we scroll down, we can see a bunch of info on the topic. So here we go. This is all the info. But we're going to scroll down to administrative contact information. So let's use this to make our lives easier. And we found it right here, administrative contact information. So we're going to see here the address that we have. And let's search that up onto Google Maps. Meaning that we're going to use a different tab to search up Google Maps. Let's copy and paste that address so we don't have to type it all. Here we have Google Maps loaded up. And now we can just copy and paste the address provided. Let's click on the image right here so we can, wander around here. And here, right here, is our house that we're looking for. So this is the exact location that we searched up. And now we can answer the questions in our box. The domain would be aglaw.us. The registrant contact is going to be Todd Jansen right here. And then the address, 9131 Spring Hollow Drive, Indianapolis. Now we're going to repeat this process 6 more times. So let's go back on here to the search bar on WhoIs. And we're going to do aptera.us. So this is the second website in the chart that we are following on the first page. And this is using the PDF that we found under the content right here. Let's go all the way back to administrative contact information. Remember, we're just repeating this process 6 more times. We're going to search up, once again, the address right here. Let's copy and paste it so we don't have to type it. Let's click on this image. I think it's a match to the image that we have in on our PDF right here. And now we can also, once again, fill it in. Domain, aptera.us. Register and contact we have right here as Chris Anthony. Chris Anthony, this is a registered contact. And then 133993 Samantha Ave, San Diego will be our address. Let's use the search bar again. And this time we're going to do hubble.us. Now, hubble.us is going to be a little tricky because this one is a building. So let's see if we can get it in Google Maps. Administrative contact information. Let's do this right here. Just going to add on Washington. 98. Oh, right here. Search this one up. Yeah. Click on that image right there. So again, our domain hubble.us, our registrant contact is gonna be domain administrator right here. And then our address is right there. Let's do this again. Next one is going to be quizcent.us, if I pronounced that correctly. Once again, it's always recommended to go on Google Maps to see if we can find the match to the image. And it looks like we do. So based on that, we can fill out our chart with our domain as quizcent.us, our registered contact as Jeremy Wright, and then that following address. Now we're on our 5th website, so let's type replay.us. And we're repeating the same process to fill out the chart. So once again, administrative contact information right here. And then we're going to copy and paste the address. Put it into our Google Maps. But when we do this, we can notice that the address that shows up in Google Maps is nowhere to be found in our chart. So keep this in mind as we continue the lab, because one box is not going to match up with the image. Keep this address in the back of your mind. And let's move on for now. So the information we have so far for this domain is replay.us, domain hostmaster, 113 Cherry Street, 1337, Seattle, Washington. And this is also the second time we're seeing domain hostmaker, or domain hostmaster, I apologize, as a registrant contact. The last time we saw this, it was in the hubble.us address, and I believe that is because they are both large buildings. There are probably very many units inside the people who can rather than one as a whole, which is why that name is there. The next website we're going to do is wctf.us, or better said, the next domain. Once again, we're going to just repeat the same process again. Search it up again. Let me type it manually. Right here. Awesome. Same process as usual. So, the domain, wctf.us, registrant contact, Rick Melendick, and then the address as there shown. The last website we're going to do is zonix.us. Administrative contact information. Let's copy and paste this right here again. So our domain, zonex.us, register and contact, Jackson Law, and then the address is shown right there. So let's answer the questions that is in the box. And why isn't there a picture in Google Maps? As we saw right here, we were having a problem finding the picture. Well, the most obvious answer would be because the address doesn't exist. Weird City is not the name of a real city, which means that Google Maps is not going to show us an image right there. Now that we've gone through all the websites, let's circle back to the replay.us website. Let's search that up again. We now know that the only box in the chart that hasn't been used is the first one, the picture of a house. Now, this could be just human error. Maybe someone made a mistake, but that first box has an incorrect address. Lastly, there is one final question at the bottom of the page. Which of the domains is most at risk if someone wanted to swap them? And explain your reasoning. This last question is an opinionated question. As long as you can find your evidence to support, you should go with your gut and pick that answer. So I'll give you my opinion as to which ones I would not pick. I wouldn't pick zonix.us simply because this address is fake. It would be extremely difficult to find which this is located, if you even did at all. And I would also not pick hubble.us or replay.us because they do not have a clear registrant contact, which means that they would be harder to find. As for the rest, I think any of the answers could be right. Make sure that when you answer this question to give an example of an explanation about what stood out to you and made you want to choose it. Thank you so much for looking at this video. I hope this helped. Have a good one.